Good afternoon. It is December the 8th, 2015, and time to wrap it up for the day. We came in today, we had a 60 to 65 sell, then a 70 to 75 sell. The 60 to 65 sell produced a winning trade here. 70 to 75 trade, sell recommendation produced a winning trade there. We had a 50 to 52 buy was our recommendation, and it gave us trades right here. So the big picture, the context of the contextual perspective of the market, it all fit in and worked. Since September, we've had to use V bottoms and V top trades. So V bottom right here, V top produced a trade. This S, unless you had a resting limit order to get out at 2 points, was a scratch. These S's produced winners. There was an S right here, sold into the hole. It was a quick loser. This B was a winner. Trade of the day right here was posted off the bottom with our setups. Really took the market all the way down to 58, was a winner. Lots of trades in between. And another retest failure here at 70. So 70 to 75 produced two trades. We had that information in our hands before 7 Central this morning. And the 50-52 produced two trades for us that really worked out well. And you have to be able to do this if you're going to prosper as a trader. You have to have an idea, and you have to know where those areas are that offer you an advantage when it comes to trading. On the F1 screen, taking a look at it right now, lower high, lower low favors a sell tomorrow. We have no news out of the U.S. that'll help stir up the trading or get things going. Looking at the F2 screen, we're going to have a split right here. Kind of a D-shaped pattern. Probably a little more volume in the bottom half than the upper half, so that would slightly favor a lower price. But looking for a move out of this 262 area. So if we were to close the market right here at the 2060 level, we'd be trying to sell the 65 to 67 area, sell 1. Then our 70 to 72 would be sell 2. On the buy side, 55, 57 would be buy 1, and then back to our 50, 52 for buy 2. Wholesale trade, plus 0.2. Crude oil inventories. Mentioned everybody will be looking for a build, but I don't have those numbers until tomorrow. So no news to speak of coming out of the United States tomorrow to stir up the trading. Okay, looking at the note, tomorrow's the 10-year auction. That's probably the biggest piece of news impacting our markets tomorrow, and how the market will be manipulated by the dealers to move the paper. So the 10-year is the toughest piece of paper to, not the toughest piece of paper to move, but it's the auction where we think we'll see down prices. And the trade setup for us usually is to sell in London, expecting another low into about 11 Central, 11:30 Central the next day. Higher low, higher high, so the F1 says we can buy it. Looking at the F2 screen. Pretty square distribution TPO wise, but it is leaning B, and so that would support our idea that find a place to sell it in anticipation of a weaker 10-year auction. So selling failure to take out 16 to 20, sell 1, sell 2, 23 to 27. On the buy side, think we can trade it a little bit lower, but support is at 4 to 8, so 5 to 9 will be buy 1. That's probably the least desirable trade, then 29 to 01. I like that trade. Okay, looking at the 30-year. Definitely leaning B. Definitely have a move traded lower. Move out of the middle in K period. So the 3 to 7 area is where we would be a seller. And then we'd take it up to 15 to 19. Coming down into this area, that's probably where we have pretty good support. 21 in new lows. We didn't crack that. We're at 30 right now, so this 20 to 24 area is buy 1. And then we'll make it 9 to 13 for buy 2. And if the E-mini sells, we're going to have to pay up to get long. Okay, gold finished a bit lower today. Not a lot of action. Pretty quiet, really, all things considered. Inside day. Today that favors a trading range. Looking at the F2 screen. Inside the congestion area, it's leaning P. There is more volume in the top half, so we should have a shot at resistance. So 75, 77, sell 1. 80, 82, sell 2. On the buy side, 68 to 70, buy 1. Then 66 to 64, buy 2. Looking at crude oil, we had a pause day today. Open week, rallied back, but everything right here says find a place to sell it. And the sell zone, I think, is going to be against 38. Look at that structure. So last rotate up stopped at 37.97. We're at 61. Sell 75 to 38, sell 1. Then 25 to 38.50, sell 2. On the buy side, 37 even, 37 and a quarter, buy 1. That's probably the weakest trade, but it is potential support. And then 50 to 75 is buy 2. I think we're headed below 35 when the selling's all over, but maybe not tomorrow. And the euro, what's going to happen with the Chinese yuan overnight? Usually after they've been whacked or tagged with a pretty big devaluation. And the Chinese central bank did not step in and support it. Chinese imports and exports were down. Imports for the 13-month. And remember, that's when everybody started raising warning flags about the world's economy going into recession because China was importing less. That's 13 months ago. Exports have been down 5 months in a row. Higher low, higher high for the euro. So we can trade from the long side. But that would be counter their central bank desire to see a lower euro. So sell 109 even. We are pointed higher. 109.25, sell 2. On the buy side, I like it a little bit lower, but 75. So 65 is support. So 65, 75, buy 1. 35, 45, buy 2. That's a little cute, but it allows them to get stops below 75, and it allows them to get stops below 50. So we'll see how that plays. And that's it for December the 8th, 2015. I will see you bright and early in the morning. You all have a great evening. And we'll get out there and we'll shake that CME ATM for another day. Y'all have a great evening.